Hey, what's up everybody? So we're back out here at the quarry. We got a couple of old Fords with us here. So we have a Vaterra Ascender. Um, this is basically new old stock. It was a kit that somebody had built but never ran. Came with a different body and everything, but I had this body. Um, and so I wanted to pay tribute to the second crawler I ever owned, which was this chassis, but also to, an old Ford. So this one's called Project Nostalgia. So this looks a lot like what I had, but it was obviously, sorry, not obviously, it was a two-wheel drive as opposed to a four-wheel drive. So this was just a regular TRX4M high trail, I guess. And then I did a low trail conversion to it. So if we pop the lid on it here, I've got the shocks as high as they will go on both sides. We got a reefs in there. The rest of the stuff is fapping it over on the other side. We got some brass in here to kind of keep it planted. We got some sweet SSD pieces up front. Those are just lovely machine bits. We got this Traxxas brass skid in here. I actually bought that for my TRX4 comp experiment truck, but I ended up throwing it in here. And then Samex gear cover, Traxxas brass steering link. It's basically stuff that like either came off my comp truck or I bought, sort of for this. Like the shock mounts came off my comp truck. So yeah, we got these two. This dude here, I'm not very happy with the transmission. So I wanted to do a full out sort of build with every option they would have come with. So I put a 2-speed setup in here that comes out of a Twin Hammers, Vaterra Twin Hammers. But I'm having a heck of a time setting up the linkage. So this is in high speed right now. Low speed will be kicked the shifter all the way out. And it just has a hard time staying engaged. And so I removed the kit pieces. I've tried fabbing at my own link. I've put a Kimbrough servo saver on here, just trying to do anything I can to sort of make this work out. And I don't know if it's gonna. If it acts up a bunch today, I'm basically just gonna put the single speed back in. But let's head out on the rocks. Okay, so the goal here is obviously to not crash. Oh my gosh.
Battery 100%.
I am just so unbelievably frustrated with this. And if you look back in posts on RC Crawler, if they're still there from this time period, other people are just fuming about this 2-speed too. Frick man, I have got that servo maxed out all the way beyond what it wants to do, and it just won't lock in. So it's obviously stripped out the gears again. So I'm done with it. I'm done trying to make it work, which I think is what a lot of people came to the conclusion of back in the day. Gosh, that's frustrating. That's why I brought a backup truck, because I knew that this thing was going to let me down. So I believe I have another case for this. We're going to just take this whole thing out as is, put in a single speed with metal gears, and we're just going to say enough. I tried. I wanted to keep it period correct, with the transmitter. It has a Novak speed control. It has a Savox servo, high-tech shift servo, Novak motor, brushed. So yeah, I was just trying to max it out, make it look really nice, but then also give it all the capabilities it would have had. And my bad. I should have just left the transmission alone. So let's get the other truck up. So these are Pitbull rockers on here with SSD wheels. Still the stock 2-in-1, but like I said, it's running that Reefs Micro 99, and it seems to be doing just a fine job. Like if you just wanted to do that servo and not do anything else, you could absolutely. So I don't want to say this one is a budget build, but it's a little bit much more budget orientated in the sense that I didn't go crazy with the electronics. I have some stuff set aside for it, like a Furatech ESC, a light controller so we can still have the lights. It's kind of nice the way it is, having so many crazy crawlers, crazy capable trucks. Sometimes it's nice having something that's feels sort of old school. Here, I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. Old school in the sense that it's still brushed and it's got this I don't know, kind of organic feel to it. Like it drives how it looks, you know, it looks kind of stock, so it drives kind of stocky. You know, like maybe Buddy threw a set of wheels and tires and a bed cover on it, you know, and that was it. So as far as other things that are done to it, we have a Shrink RC interior in there. We have a Shrink RC bed cover. My 79, I had a vinyl top on it. It had a camper top on it when I got it, and I took that off. It was the very first thing I did. And then eventually I put a bed topper on it. We may need to rescue it. Yeah, I think we high-sided it. So it doesn't have clearance for days, but that's okay. Presents a challenge. Oof. Ooh. Boy, that was close. We're not out of the woods yet. Hold on. All right, we're good. I don't want to go down today. Went down the other day. It was not a good time. You know, I joked in the previous video about doing that, and I swear I cursed myself. Well, come on, baby. You know you want it. There it is. It's these little trees not helping the scene much. Oh yeah. Should have did some trail grooming first. Okay, so I went and plucked a couple trees. make life a little easier. To get those rocks out from under us. Hey, it did it. So we're back in the workshop with the two old Fords here, and yeah, sorry to get a little venty about this thing, but gosh, you know, I was really hoping that this thing was going to work today. As I mentioned earlier, I've just had a lot of trouble getting this linkage all set up properly, and I think it just wasn't a very good design. And then they really advertised back then that you could put this into these trucks and, you know, enjoy the two-stage capabilities, and I think it just caused a lot of headaches for people. So unfortunately, I'll have to disconnect all this wiring here and pull this whole unit out, and we'll redo it again, and we'll just do it up as a single speed, and then it should be good to go, and then it should be pretty robust. I don't have to worry about much. So then this dude here, this guy killed it. And I would have filmed more, and I would have done more runs, but both my cameras were overheating. It was 35°C down there in the quarry, and then the humidity was really high. So it's taxing on me, taxing on everything. And once both of them cut out, that was it. There was no point in really me sticking around. If I'm going to walk back to the vehicle and go in some air conditioning, I'm going home. So the one thing I kind of noticed when filming this, though, is it needs a driver figure. So I don't think I have anything small enough to fit in there. So I'm going to have to go on the hunt for something that's, I don't know, 1.5 inches tall, roughly. What do you guys think? Something like that. But yeah, a lot of fun with this dude today. And so they're both running the same tires. This is a 1.0. So yeah, this is the the focus, buddy. I don't know why it won't. But this is the 1.0 version of this, which is a 1.7. So it seems to work really good in the small sizes. So I kind of dig this tire a lot on these dudes, especially on this one. It looks great. But thanks for checking these out. I'm gonna get this dude fixed, and we'll go back, and we'll actually try and run that. And as I was getting to before it failed, we got to try and do it without tipping it over, because I don't want to try and acquire another body for it. I've been hanging on to that for a long time. So you all take care, and we'll see you on the next one.